Hey guys, welcome back to the TFSA portfolio update series where I go over once a month kind of what stocks I hold and what buys I'm making. So far in November, I've deposited $350. Well, I've actually deposited all 500. It hasn't updated yet. So if you guys are new to the channel, basically what I did since the TFSA contribution limit was $6,500 this year, I just deposited $1,000 in January. No particular reason January. I just have been used to doing 500 a month, and I've been doing that since I opened my TFSA. But yeah, so to make it simple, I just did $1,000 in January and then $500 a month after that. So that way I'm getting that dollar cost averaging. A couple of things that I've learned since I opened this account. Obviously, the main thing I would say, index funds are, you know, index funds slash exposure to the U.S. market, aka VFV, right here. I should have that a lot more. Get a lot higher in my portfolio, like a lot higher of a weight, because yeah, like the Canadian market is good, but having international exposure, especially with a market like the U.S., is very important, and I've been kind of learning that more and more as I have been going along in this series. So right now, TD is actually a higher weighting, which definitely don't want that. I definitely want to get VFE almost 30% of my portfolio at least, if not more, eventually down the line. But I do like also want to keep the dividend stocks and Canadian dividend stocks. So I think my target weight right now would be getting this up to 30% of my portfolio, which right now it's not even close. So yeah, you'll kind of see that in today when I put most of this balance here into VFE. However, I'll give you a quick rundown on the stocks I have. Algonquin, I have 137 shares, minus 47%. Obviously, that's not pretty. I'm down $1,000 there. ATD, I'm up 53%, so that kind of helps negate that loss a little bit. Obviously, I wish I put as much money into ATD as Algonquin, but I didn't. So you know, but yeah, this is one of my favorite stocks. It's been one of my favorite stocks from the start. I wish I put more money in, obviously, but look, you can't really look back like that. I'm glad I put a decent position when the stock was around $50 to $60. Brookfield Asset Management, I'm up 4.7%. Bell, I'm down 13% on 10 shares. Brookfield, I'm down 14.35% on 10 shares. Bank of Nova Scotia, I'm up 6.45%. I added this recently because the price was just too good to pass up, in my opinion. Like, when it got under the $60 mark there for a bit, like I was just okay. I have to buy this. I think it was beat down a bit more than it should have been, to say the least, and that's why I picked up 3 shares of it. So we'll see. I might add more, but that's not my focus. I just wanted to add a couple of shares of that because I thought it was very undervalued, and they're paying a pretty nice yield right now as well. CNR, up 3.12% on 8 shares, down 11% on Canadian Utilities on 9 shares. Amera, I haven't really bought any more of these shares in a while. I'm kind of happy with my position here. I don't really want to add any more there. Canadian Utilities is one that I'm going to slowly start expanding on as well in the next coming months, but kind of a share here and there type of thing, not like VFE where I'm doing a significant portion every month. Enbridge, I'm down 6% on 12 shares. Fortis, I'm basically even on 10 shares. Hydro One, I'm up 5% on 6 shares. Manulife, I'm up 8.38% on 66 shares, so this is another decent stock. It's one of my bigger positions. I'm kind of happy with my position here. I'm not going to really be adding too much more to this. Power Corp of Canada, I'm up 10.33% on this. Pizza, I'm up about 10% on 31 shares. Here's some monthly dividend pairs. The other thing I'm going to be adding to today in today's video, RioCan. I kind of want to start working towards a drip, which, if you guys don't know what that is, it's basically where every time, like since they pay monthly dividends, every time they pay a dividend, I'll be able to buy another share. So basically, I'll have enough dividend income every month to buy at least one more share. So if it happened today, let's say, I got a dividend from RioCan, the dividend would have to be like 17.45 in order for me to buy another share. So that's what a drip is. When your dividend um, income is enough to buy at least one more share just off the dividend income alone. Smart Center's Real Estate Investment Trust, 10 shares, and I'm down about 23%. Um, Looking back, I probably should just picked one of these and tried to start a drip. Even all three of these, if I just put all this money into one of the companies, it would I would have been able to get that drip a lot quicker. But I might sell one of these or two of these and kind of condense it down into one. We'll see. I haven't really decided yet, but for now I'm going to focus on adding to RioCan. Suncor, I'm up 20%, so this has been performing pretty well, although it's a smaller position, so I'm only actually up $91. TELUS, this has been I don't want to say disappointment because I still very, very much believe in the company, but I'm down 17%, and I'm probably going to be looking at buying this in the next couple months if it stays around this price. TD, I'm pretty happy with my position right now. TD's been coming up the last couple of weeks. It's on an upswing, so I'm only down $28, so that's nice to see. Yeah, it's my biggest position, which it shouldn't be, but again, I love this stock, and I very much believe in its long-term potential. VDY, 18 shares, and I'm down 1.58% on this. VFV, I'm going to be actually buying this $100 of this today. So this will be filled at the end of the trading day, but yeah, $100 into VFV because I'm trying to get this exposure up as much as I can because yeah, like I need to get my U.S. exposure at a place where it's at least 30 to 40% of my portfolio, and kind of VFE is, in my opinion, the best option to do that in your TFSA, if not one of them at least. I also am going to be buying a couple shares of RioCan, so let's do 3 of those. And then I have 1791, which I'll probably just end up throwing into VFE at the end of the day, or I might pick up maybe a share of pizza or something like that. But I'll probably end up just throwing the rest of that into VFE here. Next, I'll go over the dividends I received in 2023 in November. And first one, we got POW, $8.40. Then RioCan, $1.89. VDY, $2.74. Amera, $5.02. Pizza, $2.33. And Smart Centers, $1.54 for a total of $21.92. November is kind of a slower month, so I won't really spend too much time on this. Next, we'll go over to the dividend summary. So this is just a chart where I got the month, January to December, and 2021 dividends, 2022, 2023, and so on. So 2023 obviously has been my best year, and the goal of this chart is I want to see, obviously as I go this way on the chart, I want to see my dividends increasing. I'm almost at a all-time milestone of $1,000 in dividends, which is kind of cool. And basically, November, I'm not really scheduled to get any more dividends. However, in December, it's going to be like another roughly $80 month. So that I should get to $600 for the year, and definitely the $1,000 all-time total this year, which is kind of a cool milestone to hit before the end of the year. And then contribution limit. If you guys didn't know, the 2024 TFSA contribution limit has been announced to go up to $7,000. So in 2021, it was $6,000. In 2022, again, $6,000. In 2023, it was $6,500. So I was obviously happy and adjusted my plan. In 2021 and 2022, I just did $500 a month because that equaled $6,000. In 2023, I did $1,000 in January and $500 each month after that to get to $6,500. My plan in 2024, as of right now, it could change, but $1,000 in January, $1,000 in July, and $500 for each other month, and that gets you the $7,000. I want to do like $1,500 in January and $500 each other month after that because I just want to make it a bit more even. I could technically just take $7,000 and divide it by 12 and invest that exact amount each month, but I want to have to invest like whatever it would be. Like I just like to keep the numbers simple and know how much I have to invest. And I'm used to doing $500 a month, so I want to keep that as consistent as possible as well. Next, I'll go over to a website I've been using more and more. It's called Track Your Dividends. It's actually free to use. There's like a paid version, but I just use the free version because it's very good. So it gives you cool things like your portfolio yield and your yield on cost, your annual income, and a bunch of other cool things. So for each individual stock, you have to enter like your share, how many shares that you own, and your average cost. Then it'll give you your profit lost. It'll also show like the dividend yields and your yield on cost and stuff like that. Also your annual income, which is cool. But yeah, I entered all this. It's up to date except for VFV, which I just bought $100 more of, and RioCan, which I just bought 3 more shares of. But pretty much it's up to date. Also shows you your expected dividends. So yeah, I'm not really getting any more in November. In December, I'm getting a pretty good month, as well as January. And as you can kind of see, it's one slow month, 2 good months back to back, one slow month, 2 good months back to back, and the pattern kind of repeats itself. But this is also a pretty cool view over here. It gives you kind of, I'll go here first, so it gives you the next dividends that are confirmed. So Canadian Utilities confirmed their dividend. Enbridge confirmed their dividend. I received this one already in November. But Enbridge, Canadian Utilities, Fortis, Pizza, Manulife, Suncor, BAM, and Bell have all confirmed dividends for December, and even Bell did in January. But all these ones are pretty much going to be confirmed as well. They pay out pretty much every time as well. All the dividend stocks that I really own, the dividends are pretty safe. Obviously, dividends aren't guaranteed, so you never really know when they could be taken. But yeah, they're pretty safe, the ones in my portfolio. But like I said, dividends are never a guarantee. And yeah, this is just kind of another cool view. It gives you the amount of what you're expected to get just at a quick glance. So December 2023, 80.52 is my expected dividend amount. As of right now, obviously it's going to fluctuate a little bit, but gives you a pretty good idea of what you're going to receive next month. And that pretty much wraps up today's video. If you guys want to use this Track Your Dividends site, I'll leave it linked in the description below, as well as my brokerage that I use, Wealthsimple Trade. I'll leave a description down there as well. And yeah, if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe to stick around. I'm a 20-year-old investor who's not by no means an expert at all. This isn't financial advice. I'm learning as you guys are learning. That's kind of the idea of the channel. I've definitely learned a bit of valuable lessons as I've been progressing throughout this series, and hopefully that will continue to be the case. But if you guys want to follow along the journey and see where this portfolio goes, then yeah, subscribe and stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next month.